Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the next review for Anime Month. I just got done rewatching this anime, and as I said, I've seen this anime a couple of times now, so rewatch it again. Okay, get right straight to the point. The next review I'll be reviewing is called Shimoneta in a Boring World Where the Concept of Dirty Jokes doesn't exist. So yeah, this is the special edition. So you got this side here, and then you got this side here. Yeah, so Shimoneta, a Boring World Where the Concept of Dirty Jokes doesn't exist. Which got the DVD and Blu-ray combo pack. It includes some other special stuff that's inside here, right here. Listen, but this is a special edition of it. So, but Shimoneta, from anime released in 2015. Oh man, where do I start with this? Now, it's fair to say, I just can't help that this anime is so over the top, so crazy on the whole point of the whole point of this anime. It's over the top, it's crazy, it's bonkers, way beyond bonkers with its story. Here's the thing. In this anime, it takes place in a futuristic version of Tokyo, but it's not called Tokyo. It's called Tokia or something like that. It's where this world where things that are lewd or anything that's pornographic, whether it's on magazines, television, or whatever, or even figurines like Akano or Grius, right? Anything of the sort that symbols anything that's sexual or any of those crazy either it's words or other things else, it's banned, right? Outlawed. And that's why everybody in this world, they have wear these neck collars or wristbands. Even if it's in public or in your own house, if you even think of the concept of it, you get arrested, right, by the decency police. The decency police. But so that's basically the legit of it. And then there is this terrorist group called Socks by the leader here by the name of her name is Keijo, but or Kaijo. Yeah, I think it's Kajo. Yeah, Kajo. She made her name, point herself a name by the name of Blue Snow. Yeah, she wears when she's out like this, she's wearing a bed sheet and she wears her panties over her face. And she calls her organization Socks. So, and she wants to tell the whole world about the whole thing of dirty jokes and everything that's perverted and lewd, whatever. She throws up cards of like pictures of hot girls with them bikinis or posing, right, or models, right. Something like that behind me. My calendar of high school DD, right? Like that, like those type of pics. And then we get where our lead character by the name of Tanukichi Okuma, and he's the guy who he wants to be doesn't want to be like that, right? He wants to live in this peaceful world, right? He has a little bit of backstory that his dad was one of those perverted terrorists, and he was arrested, and he didn't want to be like that. So you go to this high school where to learn, about this whole peaceful thing, and he gets put in the student council. The president, by the name of Anna, who he kind of looks up to. He kind of knew her a little back then, but he wanted to be, learn to learn more about this stuff, right? But then Blue Snow, and then actually Kajou is actually on the student council until when Okuma learns about her identity. And other characters, you have one by the name of Gorky, where he kind of resembles his face. He's a big guy. He has a body, and his face kind of resembles like a gorilla, which he gets called out a couple times. Like, and he points back to, "Hey, I hate bananas." That's his character, right? And they want to stop this. They want, and on the council, hiding for her, that Okuma becomes a member of SOX. They want to help spread the pervertedness, and while at the same time keep their identities a secret from everyone else. And they get recruited a couple more members as well. But the whole thing of Shinomata, that, yeah, as much as I think it's over the top crazy, I really, as far as I've seen this a couple times though, but I did enjoy this anime. I thought a lot of times it was very funny. And the anime knows what it's doing. Like, it knows what kind of anime, the story they're doing, and they just roll with it. They know what they're doing, so it doesn't overstay its welcome on the point. It just goes full on out to what it's doing. So, especially with our character Kajou, like, she's a character that knows. She's true to herself, basically, but she wants to feel free to say all these over the top words as she wants, and here we go again. and like with Okuma, like, he's the guy who wants to be like reserved, but eventually he gets pulled into this dirtiness with Kajou. Everything she says, like, it's like, oh, you don't need to keep on saying that, can we have a normal conversation with you saying something dirty and all that stuff like that, right? And I thought I liked her character, free spirit, she's a free spirit, basically, a character, and try to spread the word around, this so-called peaceful society, but I really enjoyed her. She's definitely my favorite. She's definitely my favorite character of the show, Kajou, and for the animation itself, I thought it was really solid job, as always. And I've read this company is from the same production company that made Prison School, which I reviewed last year. Which that was very, very lewdness as well and crazy as well. But this takes this whole concept of the story of that lewdness wherever, takes it like to a whole new level. So, and there was a lot of that, and a lot of things was pretty funny though. But also at the same time, that could be also an issue with it, because they try pushing so hard in your face, over the topness with its vulgarness and with its over the top of jokes, dirty jokes, but like I said, that can also be an issue because they try to push so much, like sometimes with the same type of joke, I understand it can be a little bit tiring, I understand that part, it becomes repetitive and just like, okay, we get it, this is for the same type of joke, we get it. Yes, they didn't come out and say the same thing, trying to be funny and all that. I do get that. That can be an issue with it though. I understand that one. But the whole thing of like going by, well, I'm not trying to go by episodes. Like the one point where they try to stop this whole thing, where Anna's mother creates this type of thing. It's kind of like a chastity belt type of thing for people to wear. She wants to get all these signatures in, and they try to sabotage it by throwing all these flyers with all these dirty pictures. And when they put it on the screen, the mother's like, "Hey, don't show this. Don't show this. It's inappropriate. Don't show it." cut the commercial or something like that. I thought that was funny too. So, and other characters like they bring into the group. One was by the name of Satomi. She's like an artist, you know, and you know we kind of draw or paints, right? Like she can't draw with her hands though because they'll even with the motions like the way she's drawing they'll figure it out though. So she draws with her mouth like you know with her mouth like that. but basically draw just dirty pictures. With Anna, the character at first was kind of sweet and innocent, right? But so one thing happens like she was getting pictures and letters by a stalker, right? And when they attack, so like the guys, like the stalkers, like attack her, like Okuma kind of like jumps in, tries to protect her, but ends up kissing her by accident. Now because of that sends her to a total 180-degree turn, right? She completely like flips to another personality, right? Like her mind is cracked, and she now becomes all this crazy obsession, this love obsession with Okuma. And oh boy, this whole thing, it is very what Konton, what from Yashihime would say, is very distasteful, disgusting. Basically, it's so distasteful that like she just flips 180, right? And then actually she gives him these cookies, and then all of a sudden, oh, the secret ingredient, it's my love nectar. I'm like, oh god. So this is where we cover this. This is what this character's come to. Now we've come to from sweet and innocent, and also you have flipped, and you become a disgusting, perverted creep now. Like she could become so obsessed. Like this whole thing where she says love nectar, love nectar. It's just okay. I get I get what you mean. It's disgusting. Please stop saying it, please. At first, yeah, the first time it was funny, but when it keeps on going, like I said, it keeps on repeating the same thing over and over. It becomes tiring, and yet still disgusting at the same time. And there was other characters like the name of Fuhua. She's like this girl scientist. She's always wants to stay like, well, like a lot of times she appears like under Okuma's desk. Where between his crotch, asking, it's like, where do babies come from, or where this and that, right? And I thought it was her character. I liked her character as well. Like, she's not into the whole pervertedness or sexual things. She's a scientist trying to, discover or trying to figure out what the science is behind certain things, right? And she always has like these bags under her eyes, like she doesn't get enough sleep. And there's like later on during the other last part of the show where there's this other terrorist group. What was the name of Fabric something? Like there's this guy who wears nothing but panties covered as a suit. Jeez. Oh my god. Yeah, this is the whole thing. I don't want to give too much because. Yeah, if you need to check this anime out for yourself, because it's like I said, I give kudos for this type of anime where it just goes. It's a no holds bar on this whole entire story of this whole boring world where the concept of dirty jokes doesn't exist, right? It's a no holds bar. It's over the top, and the characters I liked a lot of them, especially Kaju. I liked her the most, and my favorite character. And as for the Japanese voice cast was pretty good, and as for the English dub voice cast, a lot of them. Well, for the main principal voice cast, for who voices Tanakuchi Okuma, is voiced by Josh Grell, who voices. Well, he voices. He would later go on to take over the voice of Issei in High School DD for season 3 and season 4, right? So yeah, he voices Issei in High School DD season 3 and 4, and he later also voices. He also voices King Satan, Sadao Mao from Devil's a Part-Timer. So okay, he voices our lead guy here, nice, and he did a good job too. And as for Kaju, is voiced by Jimmy Marchi, who also, speaking of, most well known for voicing Rhea Scremery. And I heard her voice in other anime as well, though. But I'm mostly known from voicing Rhea Scremery. He's like, okay, I recognize that's Rhea Scremery right there. I thought she did a good job as well. And of course, we're playing the total 180 flip Anna, council president, is voiced by Monaco Rio. Monaco Rio, well, I know her most from as voicing as Misaki Aizawa from Maid-sama, and she's done various other voice work, like voicing the Vampire Princess in Dance in the Vampire Bund and many others. But I mostly just remember her voicing in Maid-sama as Misaki Aizawa. And Brittany Karbowski, who voices Sajomine, you know, the artist who draws. Another one I've heard done a lot of voice work as well. Mostly I most remember voicing in is Yamada and Yamada's First Time and other voices as well. So for the rest of the English voice cast does pretty good, as well as the Japanese voice dub as well. The animation I think is still solid. Like I said, it's definitely over the top on purpose. It knows where it's going, and like I said, it's no holds bars. It's over the top crazy on its. This whole idea of the story is where this world, this futuristic version of Tokyo, but it's called Tokyo, I think it was. That's everything that's immoral, lewd, perverted, or whatever. Whether you think of it, or it's on TV or on dirty magazines or whatever. All that crap is banned. And our lead girl here, but leads the terrorist group Socks. She wants to learn, because there's probably the kids out there in the school, they don't know, what is this? What is this? You know, being raised not knowing what Dirty Jokes is. So, but yeah, Shinomata, as crazy and over top as it is, I still enjoy this series. It's a fun anime to watch, right? And a lot of this time, for most part of the anime, I was laughing. As much as, you know, the whole idea of the story is, I was laughing for the most part. So yeah, with the other characters, I liked most of the characters I liked that were funny and had their own thing. The animation, like I said, is solid. Music, pardon me. A lot of jokes I find funny though, but I do understand, like, if you keep doing the same thing on the same type of joke, it does get tiring and repetitive, you know. So that's an issue I have. Of course, the whole thing with the character of Anna, which is a completely a flip 180, and the whole thing with her love nectar is just like, ugh. Okay, I get it. That part you can stop. I get the whole thing of it's part of the story though, but I think you just could have just stopped on that joke there, because otherwise it's becoming disgusting. So yeah, this is definitely much more over the top than Prison School is, and for other ones, for this type of humor, it's definitely much more than Prison School, no doubt about it. But yeah. Shinomata, in a boring world where the concept of dirty jokes doesn't exist. Like I said, as over the top as it is, I still enjoy this anime. Sheesh. But if anyone hasn't seen this, I recommend you check it out. Would just warn yourself what you're getting yourself into for this type of humor, right? I'm just warning you, it's over the top on purpose and knows where it's going. It definitely doesn't overstay its welcome on that. It doesn't at all. So, hope you enjoyed this review of it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next review for Anime Month. Later.